Uncle Jill with the Who Got the Answers podcast. Okay, guys, this is Jillian with the Who Got the Answers podcast, sitting here with Pop Darby. How are you doing today?
I can't complain. Life treat me real good.
Great. I'm just so glad to hear that, and I'm just so glad that you took out the time today to be here with us. So thank you so much.
I did a lot to get here too. I ain't gonna lie. I had so much going on today. I went to a football game, coaching, to the Texans game, to a birthday party. I ain't get my hair cut. I said, fuck it.
Just real. We just listen. It's just we real today. It's family. We just here. We're having an amazing energy moment together, and I couldn't be more glad to have you, like I said. So thank you for all the sacrifices that you made to get here. Okay?
Thank you.
So let's get into it. Pop Darby, can you tell us, where you got that name from?
I could say something. All right, look, my name used to be Home Run Dog, right? And Home Run Dog.
Okay.
And I just got. I'm gonna use this version. I got an old soul, right? So I'm basically like somebody's grandpa. So
somebody asked me that though. They was like, so was he a dad while he was young? Like,
but that ain't why. It's just I got an old soul.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely have an old soul too, so I get that.
Old people just say what's on their mind and what they feel.
Yeah, and that's what you do?
I'm just gonna tell you how I feel.
I like that.
Unless I'm in a relationship, then I might be a bad communicator. But everybody else, I tell them everything.
Okay, well, at least you know that.
Oh, not for sure. That's a couple of introduction.
All right. I like that. Like, I love that you're open and you're real. Like, guys, he's real. He, like you already see, like he told us, like what he went through to get here. Like a lot of leaders, they always like hold things in. They feel like, they can't express to their team.
But you really can't.
How do you really feel? Okay.
You can't, because if you show too much of yourself, then people will judge you by that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, if you like your purpose, your goal is I'm finna lead damn near the world. Nothing else can matter to you. Because if I tell you I got a problem right now, then I ask somebody to invest in something, or I'm pushing the cards. People gonna be like, but he was just at the strip club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right.
So imagine I'm doing good business, but I also gamble, go to strip club. People might see them and think I have to be doing something wrong. Yeah. But now I'm business over here and life over here.
Okay.
And if I keep everything together, that's how people supposed to budget. But nobody budget like that. Everybody be tripping.
I get that.
Conversation about it.
Yeah, well, that's a different conversation. Yeah. You're right. So, let's get into where are you from, actually? I know you're from Houston.
I'm from Houston. I'm from the south side, sunny side, Southport. I'm from a place called Hillwood. It ain't a lot of people that say Hillwood, Texas, all blacks, and Southport, Mexican.
Okay.
That's what Southport, Mexican from.
Okay. All right. So, let's get into a little bit about family. Are you a father?
Yeah, I got 2 kids. I'm super proud of them. Journey and Jay's dad.
Okay, how old are they?
Journey is 12, Jay's 6.
All right, nice. Yeah. I think I seen your daughter's first day of school.
Yeah. She felt like she was dripping because she had on the designer.
She was dripping, though.
Nah, she was dripping. But you got to teach people, like, just because designer don't make it clean. But she was on one. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I changed her caption. Her caption, she put it.
What was it? He said it was
bullshit. I don't even remember. I don't remember.
That kind of.
I was just on like, bro, that shit. If I seen somebody put that, I'd be like, you out of there. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they watching me, nah, bro, get out of here.
Okay, and speaking of kids, I know that you have a youth program. So tell us about that.
They say your consciousness. All right.
Okay.
What you create is an expression of your consciousness. So everything I think of, I just try to find partners to collaborate and create with, because I ain't gonna never stop running out of ideas.
Yeah.
So pretty much every year, sometime every month, every quarter, we gonna come up with some new shit. Like, if I show you what I just created today for the youth football team, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, y'all finna run up a bag. We planning for.
Because you are a coach.
Yeah, I'm a coach. We planning for like 400 kids though to go to Florida for nationals. Then we backed up, gonna try to do the same thing for a spelling bee, for a STEM program, for a robotics camp. It's like, from all angles, every time I get an idea, that's why I like networking, because if I find somebody that got something going on, I can just be like, look, I don't want to lead it. I just want to put my mind on it and let's see what to do.
Yeah.
And if you do that every day, something gonna pop no matter what. That's why I be able to just chill, because every couple of months, more and more things gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? So now I kind of get the process of how people be like diversifying the portfolio, because it's not just like what you're investing in. It's like investment is not just money, like the people, the time, the ideas, like watching podcasts, reading books. Every time I read something, every time I watch something, I'm gonna get a new idea. It's gonna take me to do something else.
Yes, that's what I always talk to my friends about, proximity. You know, if I didn't travel, even though we're from the same city and I've seen you multiple times, we didn't really connect until New York.
In New York, for sure.
Right?
It's the environmental psychology.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? In environmental psychology, it teaches you about colors and sounds and smells and different things that pull different things out of you. So the way our body is, like, we have a symbiotic relationship with nature. So we got to, like, be places to get certain scents, certain sounds that's going to unlock a whole new level of us. So we just got to keep on unlocking. We look at each other like people instead of just like a part of the planet. We just live on the planet. We supposed to live in the planet. Like,
You're right, absolutely. And, you know, speaking of the first time that I ever met you, it was one of the times at the biggest crypto play ever event that we had earlier this year.
That was in Houston or Miami?
It was in Houston.
Oh, yeah, we did them in the same weekend.
Yes. It was crazy. How was that?
It's just more ideas coming to life. You know what I'm saying? Me, Slice, Iggy, J Crypto, Keys, really everybody been having this conversation since crypto been in existence.
Yeah.
It's just what it turns into when biggest crypto play ever is, you know, the embodiment of that. Okay. So, man, I like it because now when we go city to city, people be talking about being on tour like artists or whatnot. You know, the paradigm is shifting. It's not just like artists. Derek and Keys is like celebrities. I don't know if people know that. So
they are.
Yeah. So how people imagine when those people get to like the level of artists. You know what I'm saying? It might not be our generation, but the next level is gonna be like critical thinkers that are putting us in different positions. We just don't know what time the people gonna be ready for that, but we can see it coming. It could happen in a day. You know what I'm saying? So, biggest crypto play ever is basically us walking ourselves into the future. Because even in these that was in May.
Yes.
Even since May, we were talking about just like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and we were getting people on smart contracts so that they could download Clever Wallet and use Clever Wallet, which has like, on Clever Wallet, you can have like 15 accounts. Yeah. So you can have money everywhere. It's like really decentralized. It's the real deal. And we were teaching people basically how to use that, and you investing in Clever. That's a long-term investment as far as like how blockchain is considered. And since then, you know, NFTs kind of got the popping. Yeah. We figured out how to create our own coins. We figured out how to attach ourselves to developers that are basically dudes who travel group chats and just pop their own coins. You know what I'm saying? And they either long-term investments, short-term investments, pump and dumps, or whatever. But at that point, sometimes you're going to go into gambling. You know what I'm saying? But it's crypto, so you can put $1 on something, and if it turned to $200, you're like I say, I put $500 on something, it turned to 20 bands. But the same investment, my partner put 10 bands on it, turned to 300 grand. Wow. And we was looking at our accounts, we had the same Ethereum. I was like, what you finna put in there? And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Boom, it took off in a day. Wow. You know what I'm saying? In a day. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is different. That's what really kind of got me on it. That happened since biggest crypto play up in Houston. All of that in that between time. It was just, like I say, it's just, crypto is the future. I don't know if people could really tell. Well, I know everybody could tell because it be on Shade Room, Ball Alert. It's on even, like, people you wouldn't even expect to be on it is on it. They like, oh, yeah, I got it.
No, it be like, we're part of BWO, right? We're part of BWO, and it be celebrities in our Discord.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it's going a direction where we don't even understand. Well, the world is, everybody's seen Ready Player One, right? The movie so that's what we talking about now in biggest crypto play ever, the metaverse. Well, you can go into an online reality that doesn't exist on the planet, but it exists in virtual space. And people are buying real estate in virtual space. Yes. That you will always be able to have, So as it goes up, it's a real estate investment, right? Because imagine if Grand Theft Auto was a game that could be played in the metaverse.
Yes.
People are creating that type of technology where you have an avatar where you operate and you can go over here, it's this going on.
Yeah.
It's Disney World over here. It's France over here, all in the metaverse.
Yes.
And you buying up the real estate to create it. People is just building out Chicago.
Yeah.
So you could build a whole planet in that space if it has enough whatever the thing called.
You can build it,
yeah. So as long as it have enough space to create it, you can create it. So people are doing that, and you adding NFTs into that space. So you can take your own wearables, you can take your own weapons, you can take your own shoes. You know what I'm saying? You could have a store where people can go and shop in your Shopify. Event space, like really having virtual meetings. Zoom is totally different now. Because you can Zoom in regular on the phone, then you got people in the metaverse who really, they might look like one viewer, but it could be 10,000 people in the metaverse watching it. You know what I'm saying? We play with our own data. It's just really compounding to the max.
I mean, that world is just so complicated to even comprehend. And I wouldn't even really know what you was talking about hadn't I experienced it for myself.
Yeah, that shit sound like Spanish. Somebody probably watched that. I'm like, what the fuck he just said?
Like I'm telling you, like even one day, you know, I was talking about options. Mm-hmm. So I forget what I said. I had called my business partner. I'm like, yo, we gotta figure out what contracts we're gonna get for the options. You know, because my friends always say that I call everything a hoe. I'd be like, we gotta.
Shit. I should count how many times I said hoe. Y'all should do a hoe count at the bottom. If I really talk real, I'm like, yeah, that hoe live. I'm going to go to that hoe board and see.
I'm telling you, this is the like I say hoe for every fucking thing.
Yeah, that's some Houston shit.
Right. So that's what I was like. That's why I say.
Everybody do that. We don't be knowing we got slang, but everybody will be like, bro, y'all big tripping. But I kind of seen it. Like I went to like the Texans game today, and just regularly, if I was in another city, I would be hearing like party music. I'm hearing like the Texans are playing screwed up music. You know what I'm saying? Like in the stadium, like I'm like, yeah, they jamming this song. And everybody that bitch, I'm like just regular though. Yo, I'm telling you, gonna be ghetto on Sunday. I'm trying to just chill. I could turn it off, but I'd rather not.
Me too, and I'm so glad. Like this is amazing. Like,
I was watching Ice Cube talk about like Eazy-E. You know, they were beefing at a point in time, and it was like he was young, and he was saying Eazy-E taught him like he had a jury curl here in the White House. Like they didn't even know who he was. They just invited him, and he came as himself. Like he ain't wearing no suit. Eazy-E in his house. Yeah. I'm creeping. I'm like selling dope, and I'm killing ops from South Central. What the fuck?
Like Jim Jones in New York. Yeah. Like everybody dressed up. He got on his white tee and
I fuck with Jim Jones. He don't even know that. I be just, but I really fuck with bro. We gonna have a separate conversation because we can do some shit.
Yeah. So, the next thing I want to get into is your book. You just released an ebook. How many books do you have?
I ain't even just released it. I really just released it.
Okay, hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I just bought it.
Nah, for sure. I promoted it like that on purpose. Yeah. Like it just came out. Yeah. That's what they really teach you to do in marketing. Yeah, like, whatever it is, just keep doing it. Just keep pushing it like it just came out.
Is great at that.
Oh, man, the dig.
I'm shutting this shit down.
Derek can tell your ass. He really how his mind where he'll say like people got an hour to buy this shit, and tomorrow he'll be like I don't want to buy it again. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I want to stop it, I'm gonna stop it. And if they don't get in when I tell them to get in, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But I'll make up later. But I ain't fucking with him today. Yeah, he crazy.
Respectful for that.
I'm so interested in what he's gonna do with DGTV because I don't. You know how you know somebody for real? You be like, if people really see this, they'll be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is really a marketing genius and he is wild. Like, I love it.
Me too. Okay. Yeah. I am going to let
get on DGTV, man. That's my plug, D. Yeah.
So I won't be talking. Go ahead and say it clearly.
I was telling everybody to make sure they go get on DGTV, man. Black man with his own network. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around, try to go get you a TV show or something. You with it? All right.
Nice. All right. So because we family right now, usually I wouldn't do this. I would not interrupt our interview and let the audience chime in. Well, the family. The family that's here.
Right, God damn, give us a little respect.
Not audience.
Give us a little
No, because to everybody else out there, y'all are the audience.
Now they the viewing audience for sure.
Yeah, we need the live audience in this house.
Hey, it's going down.
Okay. So I know Mitchell wanted to ask about the metaverse or the crypto. You wanted something.
Yeah, I done your facts and everything in the background. So
no, it's not like that. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, first with the Ethereum. When did you first invest in the Ethereum? What year was it?
I've been telling this story lately a lot. I'm glad somebody recorded it, right? So I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying I can't go to jail for this and nothing, right? But back in the day, people used to scam on Bitcoin. Right? Everybody know that. Like you could go online to the black market and not only buy like drugs and all kind of shit, but you could also purchase people's information. So it might be somebody's credit card information, it might be their house information, but they come in like packs on the internet because people be really scamming. Wow. And that's why people don't understand that data is the thing. Like if black people had access to data, we could sell real products, especially if we wasn't scamming. You know what I'm saying? So back then, it's like 2012. I was at Preview at the time. So 2012, we was going to the Bitcoin machine. I didn't know how to do none of this shit. I'm like bro, I be on the internet and I went to school and shit for tech, but I'm not a tech person. Like I hate this shit.
You're an engineer.
Exactly, but I hate technology. Like it's just so interesting how it's created because it really alters reality. We're back into this. But we was buying Bitcoin and we'll get the receipt. It'll tell you how much on it and it'll have basically like a copy address. An address. So you could go put money on wherever you're trying to buy it from.
Like an IP address?
Yeah, you was just buying with you know how you trade a coin and you got to copy the contract? The contract address.
Okay. We
was using the contract address that came on the receipt because it wasn't no whatever we Coinbase wasn't shit. Whatever it had at the time, it crashed and a bunch of people lost money. So we were just using like receipts and you go get onto the black web and you buy shit. Then whatever you buy, if it worked, let's say you pay $40 for a pack of numbers. Like when I say numbers, I'm talking about people information. And they go scam, see if the credit card information worked. If it worked, shit, we probably just hit for 10 bands on somebody's card. Fuck them $20 that's left on their Bitcoin. But this in fucking 2012 where Bitcoin was like $12. So I probably threw away at least $20 of Bitcoin a week for like a year. You know what I'm saying? The trash can, that's millions of dollars that I should be sitting on right now. I estimate that I should have about $72 million in Bitcoin. Because I know how many times we went to the machine and I thought she would tell me I had some bullshit showing on my phone. Put my phone up. What she got? You know, people be a like.
I should pass me the light.
Alright, so I was fucking with it then. Probably threw away $72 million for sure. When Coinbase first opened up, this like 2015, I was kind of on it. I wasn't on it, but I put out a thing on the internet. It's still on there. If somebody go back to my page, I was like, bro, 50 of us should do an investment where we all put up $500. No, I said 50 of us should put up $1,000 and we just take 50,000 and see what it do in Bitcoin. This in 2015.
Smart.
And like
2015, okay.
Like I think 3 people sent me their money. And it was like 15.
How much was it?
It was like 1,500.
Okay.
No, I cut it down from 50,000. Let's do 25,000 because they was like, man, I'm scared of that shit. So like 3 people sent me their money. Everybody sent me $500, and they were like, fuck it, we ain't gonna do the shit. So I sent it back to them, but in cash. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was so smart.
I didn't do it on purpose. It was just like, I don't even know how to take this shit over here, bro. Just put we just put this shit over here like, I'm going to just send it to you and just take the L. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm taking the L. Like, I don't like doing investments because I don't like holding people money and they not understanding how investment work. So we would have been live right now if we did 50,000 at the time. I just want to make that clear, but we didn't do it. Okay. And I'm like, fuck. So I just go back into my Coinbase wallet probably 2020 during the pandemic. I got 3 Coinbases and I can only get in one. I don't know what's in the other 2. Man. But the one that the 1500 was in, I think Bitcoin was probably back then. It was probably $12,000, $13,000, I think. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it probably, I think it went up like 5 times. So it wasn't going crazy. It was like $7,000 in the account, and I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like 4 years later. I'm like, I forgot about this shit. I'm just trying to get in. They telling me I don't got the password. I can't even get in some of these hoes. So I'm like, okay, I got 7,000 in this hole, Bitcoin. So then I kind of went it. It's a book called Blockchain I read, and in Blockchain, I got it from Blue Pill. Shout out to Blue Pill. I still got it. It's in my library. He's got my book. I don't remember what book he got. We always swap books every time we finish one. I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna have a book on me. He gonna have a book on him. Even if I ain't read it yet, he'll just get it back to me. I'll read it. Yeah, that's how we. Every time it'll be a book I ain't finished yet. I see him. I look at his book. Damn, I need that hoe. I don't even know what it is. I'll get that hoe. But see how I be sidebarring conversations. You got to keep me on track. But so in blockchain, they start talking about how Bitcoin was built to be internet money, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ethereum was not built to be internet money. It was built to host the shit that it hosts now, like gaming, metaverse, NFTs. 70%, no, it's more than this. It's like 90% of the contracts that are made in the blockchain period are made on Ethereum. Okay. Yeah. So I was just reading blockchain, and they were describing the difference between like what the blockchain is, not even cryptocurrency, because the blockchain is not just money. If Amazon, I did logistics for FedEx, right? So basically what the blockchain is when you order your package, the internet takes your transaction, stores it in its records, and then sends it to whoever transaction service they use, or like PayPal or something. Then it take it to the website. If you drop shipping, it take it to the person who get the order, and they gotta fulfill it. It take it to the people who deliver it. Take it to the people who email you, and all of that shit is just kept in one track. And you can just go look it up. This shit, my order gonna be delivered at 11:30 tomorrow. Yeah. You don't even know that it took so much shit for this shit to happen. Mm-hmm. But that system of analyzing data and organizing it and compartmentalizing it is the blockchain. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually a great fucking definition. No, it is. Damn. You got I don't never be recording shit, and that'd be my problem, because I done bought a camera and still ain't recording shit. But anyway, so that was the definition of the blockchain. Yeah. This is a course. They could pay money for that. Yeah. This is an NFT. No, for real. This is an NFT.
Let's be clear.
So, in my opinion, it was more long-term lucrative for us to invest in something that was created to be a technology that people are already using rather than create the money. So I feel like if I put this on record, people can be like, oh, you said it's going to move. But I do feel like Ethereum can go higher than Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more useful. Mm-hmm.
You can do more.
I think, man,
I don't know. Like, it started off as the little brother, but shit,
it's making big moves.
Ethereum ain't the little brother no more. Or little brother that came up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby, you working, ain't you?
Okay. Now, do you have anything else?
I want to describe tokenomics of Ethereum, please. Because everybody look at tokenomics and usually think about the numbers, like how much money is invested. Yeah. So if I put mine and pull mine in, pull mine out, how much effect would it have on the coin, which is what we think about with little coins. But Ethereum and all that shit, you think about, you just like, when it go up, it go up. When it go up, when it go down, it go down. But the tokenomics of it is also like the utility of a coin. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So if a coin have a utility, like, random ass coins be doing shit that people don't know they do. This is for autism. This is for
like the arts
coin. This is for raising capital coin. This is actually backed by Coca-Cola coin. You know what I'm saying? everything got a different utility. So Ethereum's utility is amazing. So if I gamble on the utility of any coin, it's gonna work, especially if I catch in the beginning. And I feel like we still in the inception of crypto because
we are.
I also think the world is gonna go to a place where crypto fucks up the world. But right now, I feel like we're in the inception of crypto. Like at some point, we're gonna have to think about like Book of Eli, the fucking shit just fuck up. So a flash come out and everything is deleted.
Right.
What's next? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, whoa, what we do? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Book of Eli is about. You know, the flash.
I already experienced
You know
that,
what I'm
like when their pages get deleted.
When the internet stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Right.
shit.
I didn't know how to get anywhere without map now.
Y'all Instagram tripping? It's alright today? You know what I'm saying? For real, hell nah.
Can you stop the internet?
You can feel it. I mean, I don't know if an actual person would be able to, but because people can create their own internet now, that's why I say inventions are like the best shit in the world because people gonna constantly invent, and niggas is creating shit like the internet. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
We at 30 minutes. Okay,
You got 5 minutes.
nice. All right.
Oh yeah, we got some questions, huh?
Well, let's wrap up with the questions right now, but let's get to Shay. With you wanted to chime in when he was talking about Darius Grace.
Did I?
You did? No, you didn't.
You
was like,
Do you got any questions in
You was
general?
like,
I do have
It could be about anything in the world.
in general.
Yeah.
I think I'll save that for after camera. But I do have.
Man, damn, bro.
Wait, cut that! Cut that! Because I'm from Houston. Cut that!
We don't say I like that though.
Right. Y'all do. Okay, but no.
Dallas might say it like
Y'all
that.
do say it like that. Okay, anyways, we're not gonna debate because I won, but anywho, what I was gonna ask is, so you brought up like the youth stuff that you do with that. I have a 9-year-old boy, so I'm just interested more so in that and the different programs and things to offer. And how do you even look into that and see what you do when it comes to that type of thing?
Damn, you kind of got to keep up with me because I don't got like on my website it don't promote my like individual shit. That just be ideas, and I do so much that I don't know who I am.
So just follow you.
Yeah, but it's certain shit that it's easy to find. Like we finna have a 2-day registration for like the Southside Ducks. Southside Ducks is the football team. So if boys want to play football or they don't have no experience football, it's not just football out there. Like now that I'm working with the little boys, it's like 5 years old. We teaching them like how to breathe, how to like be still, how to move together as a unit. Like outside of football, we doing it through football, but I'm kind of merging in some extracurricular activity. Like they don't know they doing yoga, but they finna do yoga.
Right.
Stretching is fucking yoga. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely.
Everybody's stretching, but we finna make sounds with it. We finna make sounds
Right.
with it. You know what I'm saying? When our chants, I might tell them like teamwork. How they gonna make the dream work. Like,
Right.
The more stuff that we instill in them right now, like it's gonna last forever because that's where you get it. And a lot of people, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And people look at like we pay athletes a lot of money, but it's because of the principles that they taught so young. Like they'll talk, even if they are actually being like $1,000,000 slaves or whatnot for a $1 billion corporation that just makes money off of them.
Right.
But how they operate is gonna be through a team. Like their communication is gonna be more organized. They have an organizational DNA inside of them. It's just not like it's like with women and paperwork. People don't understand that women always had to do the paperwork, so that's why women are always literally better at paperwork. They will forever be paperwork. You know what I'm saying? People used to, a man just want to like, even if he provide, he don't want to have to do the paperwork. He gonna be like, y'all ever seen the movie? You seen the movie Fences with Denzel Washington?
Yeah.
In Fences with Denzel Washington, if everybody noticed, this is the description of.
Peace, y'all. This is Mogul Jill with the Who Got the Answers podcast.